If I met a man that was on my level, that basically had a life like I have, he would have already ascertained that he doesn't actually have time to have a relationship, because it would just be too much. Because if he's going to be a real man about it and he's going to take on my shit as well, he would need to be two people.
Failure is your destiny. You disrespect yourself and your nation. You are made of stupid.
Do you know what is brutal dating in 2023? Surely 2024's got to be better, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
Because 2023 dating has been like the most brutal year of it yet. Like, everyone is damaged. Everyone is damaged goods that you come across. And people don't seem to care about who they hurt. Like, I don't know how much more of it I can take. I think I'm just going to give in now at this point, because this week I got hurt yet again.
Oh, boo-hoo! Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we have two randomly selected women who whine and complain about dating. They both are over 30, interestingly enough. So we know about men's struggles. You know, there are no good women out there, not enough in any case. They expect too much. They think that they deserve things. We know men's struggles. Now let's see women's struggles, all right? Let's see what difficulties they face and what is the reason for dating to be so hard in 2023. So let's get started.
But part of the problem is, I've said that if I dated a man, so all my friends are very much like, you need a man that is on your level, right? And it's not to say that that guy I'm dating is not on my level, but he's kind of not on my level. We've got very different lifestyles. His isn't full of an awful lot of things other than getting up and going to work and coming home and working out what he's going to do with his social time. I have to plan my social time in around everything else, right?
Yeah, so right from the get-go, this woman is extremely arrogant. And of course, she doesn't want to date the average Joe, a normal man that is just working on his job and his profession, then he's working out and going back home. She needs something more, maybe a millionaire who pulls the six-figure salary, because you see, she is God's gift to the earth. You see, she plans. Guys, she's so busy that she has to plan her day. Oh my. I think I've never seen anyone more busy. You know, this is Elon Musk levels of busyness. So look, nobody likes arrogance, right? Nobody wants someone who is self-absorbed and kissing his own ass all the time. It's not about women anymore. It goes for men as well. Nobody likes a person who is full of himself, right? So the only situation when you can be arrogant is when you can back it off, right? I mean, I will understand someone saying that he's so much above other people's level. Like, maybe for a woman, maybe if she's the most attractive girl in the city, you know, if she's a model, if she has a great personality, does charity work, I could understand that, right? But what you have to back you off is you are in your 40s and you are a mother, a single mother. Is that what you have to offer? But guys, I'm so busy. Like, that is a good thing. No, I don't want a wife which is busy and respects more her boss than her husband. Nobody wants that. Guys, it's insane how delusional these women are. Most of women on dating are extremely delusional, where they think that their crappy 9 to 5 at the office and them working out and being a single mother somehow makes them God tier. Doesn't make you God tier. It just shows that you've already trashed a life, you've already trashed one marriage, and now you're 40 and you're desperate. It shows nothing more, right? You being busy in this scenario is a consequence of your mistakes, not of your achievements.
This is where we're different, okay? Now, I get this, and I get why my friends would take this attitude, but I've just listed out the things that I've got to do, and I thought, I literally just messaged her and said, if I met a man that was on my level, that basically had a life like I have, he would have already ascertained that he doesn't actually have time to have a relationship because it would just be too much. Because if he's going to be a real man about it and he's going to take on my shit as well, he would need to be two people. That's
Notice how all these independent women that say that they are too busy and they're walking too much and, oh, look at me, I'm so strong, I'm managing this all on myself. They are strong and independent, yet they always want a man to take their load, right? She said, I want a man, if he's going to be a real man, he's going to take my responsibilities, meaning he will pay the bills and take care of another man's child. That is a real man. No, that is a simp. A real man that has principles will not settle for a miserable single mother. He will go with a young woman who has a lot more to offer and the whole future ahead of her. That's what a real woman, a real man will do. These women, guys, I tell you, they think that everything in their life is a blessing to other men, when in reality, you're just a liability. Like, someone has to come in, he has to work more for money that he's not going to spend on himself, he's going to spend on you. He has to take care of another man's child, and he's not even, you're not even going to be grateful about it, right? Because you deserve, that is the key word, I deserve. Like, this is not something, you know, another man coming to fix her life. This is not something that she takes as a gift. This is your responsibility as a real man. Holy crap, man.
where we're at. He would need to be two people. He wouldn't.
Oh, and I forgot, guys, her friends, right? She says, my friends tell me that I need someone, you know, on my level. Now, I can assure you these friends are not men, because no man is as delusional. These are the girlies. This is Betty and Becky and Margaret. The female delusion spreads like a virus. If you have one female friend which is delusional, she's going to infect the other woman with her delusional and unreal expectations.
He wouldn't cope. Because if he did as much in his day as what I do in my day, and then I want him to take on some of my shit as well, there is physically not enough hours in the day. And this is the reason why I can't meet a man that is on my level. Because, I mean, until we do some sort of quantum science physics about fucking time teleportation or something, I don't think it's humanly possible. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. If there is a man out there that does all of this stuff and then still has some active brain space that allows him to go like, I want a woman like you and I'm going to take on all the responsibilities that you just do not have time for, so to take some pressure off you so you can actually be a woman. Like, I mean, this is going to turn into a rant. It might get 200 views, it might get 10,000, I don't know.
So like the video, gentlemen, if you want it to reach 10,000. But that aside, notice how these people have the traditional concepts of a man and a woman. A man has to do the work, you know, pay the bills, pay the roof over their heads. You know, he has to secure all of that. A real woman, she says, doesn't have to deal with so much stress. Yet, a traditional woman is not a single mother. First off, a traditional woman sticks to her marriage, which you haven't done. A traditional marriage, a traditional woman, not there on dating apps trying to meet multiple men and probably dating them all at once. They want you guys to be the traditional man, to do all the work and even more that was expected, yet they don't provide anything in return. They don't hold their end of the bargain. And this is something I've mentioned on the channel. It's a quite popular phrase, but as a guy in today's day and age, you have to do way more work than your grandfather did to get a woman who is way worse than your grandmother was, right? They still expect you to be a traditional man. They don't want these modern pansy men who play video games all day and are extremely undecisive and are meek. They don't want that. They want the traditional alpha man, if you want to call him, the trad man who is jacked out of his mind and does the physical labor, you know. That's what they want. Yet, what do they have to offer? Are they young? No. Will they take care of the house? No. They probably want you to hire some other person to do it, right? They just don't do anything, man. They don't do anything. They have nothing to provide. This woman doesn't even have time. Like, what do you get out of this exchange? Tell me, gentlemen. If you are so charitable as to just give off money to random people you don't know, money better spent, go to a charity and donate to, I don't know, people in Africa, donate to animals, donate to medicine, donate to whatever. It's money much better spent than to spend all of that on a miserable single mother who has made all the wrong decisions in her life.
But I don't know how relatable it's going to be to everybody else's life. But if there is a man like that exists in this world, I have never fucking met him. And believe me, I've worked in a male-dominated industry for the last 23 years, 24 years. I've never met one. Literally.
Holy crap, she's even more than 40. She has worked 24 years, she mentioned. Let's say that she started at 20. She's in her, she's 45. If we're lowballing it, maybe she's in her 50s. Holy crap, John. Like, at this point, soon enough, she could be a grandmother. Is someone, guys, someone who's pulling the 6 digits and is to her level, is someone willing to just provide for this woman?
They get confused about what to have for fucking lunch and dinner. I have to plan this shit for other people, not just myself. This is why I eat out so much. I want to sit down with a menu and have 5 choices. Not walk into a supermarket on the phone to someone going, what do you want to eat? And then them go, I don't know. Like, do you know how annoying that is? Anyway, I've gone off on a tangent.
Oh yeah, we know, because it's women who do that, right? The meme, where do you want to eat? I don't know. What do you want to eat? I don't know. It's something women do. I don't understand, is this woman a lesbian or what type of man she's been dating? But men are not undecisive in general, on average, about what they want to eat. I literally don't know what this woman is talking about.
My point being is that when people sit there and go, oh, you're not looking in the right places. Yeah, you're right, I'm not, because I don't even know where to start. When people sit there and say, oh, you deserve to be in a really happy...
Sorry, guys. You know where you can start? Let's play that again in case you missed it, because I was late on the...
No, you're not looking in the right places. Yeah, you're right, I'm not, because I don't even know where to start.
You know when you start? When you're in your 20s, you're not a single mother. There's when you start, right? There's your chance to pick a good man. You've already picked a wrong guy whom you've divorced or kicked out, so you've already failed. Being close to 50 or in your 40s is not the time to be picking men, because we see the situation. You're already a single mother, you don't have time, your looks are fading, and have faded if you ask me. You're extremely bitter about life, you've no energy, you've no time. Dating in your damn 40s is not the time for it, especially for women, because women, their peak in life is when they are in their 20s, early 20s. The peak for men is different because women expect different things out of a man. For example, like this woman she wants money, probably status, she wants a man who is decisive, knows his stuff. Men in their early 20s have not gotten yet to that point in most of the cases. So men, they have this advantage that they can date later in life. They need time to build up. Women, on the other hand, have the advantage of having options. Right? This is the easy part for women. So this is how it works. Women, when they're young and attractive, they have multiple choices. Then they can pick a guy who is slightly more older than them, and they have the ability to do so. You don't get to wait around up until your 40s and then want the same guys that you will be able to pull in your 20s. Because when you're 40, there are other women in their 20s who can do the same thing that you've missed on.
When people sit there and say, oh, you deserve to be in a really happy relationship. Yes, I know, I do 100% deserve.
You guys see again? Yeah, 100% deserve. This word deserve is so undeserved for these women to say. You don't deserve crap. Who are you, man? Are you God's gift to the earth? Like, who are you? Who told you that you deserve that? Did some magician told you that you deserve it? I don't know, did someone look into a crystal ball and told you that you're the chosen one? You're a special snowflake or someone? You're an average single woman in her 40s, like millions out there. You're nothing special. There are millions of you. It's just, you don't deserve crap, man. I mean, if you ask me, you don't even deserve what you already have. You don't even deserve the attention that some men are willing to give you.
that. I deserve someone that is loving and supportive and caring and is going to take on all the responsibility that I have off of my shoulders so that I can just bloom into my womanhood. 100%. I do deserve that. When that is going to happen, I don't know. Maybe when I've retired and we've both got just a little bit fucking less to do.
Yeah, when she's retired, guys, it's just around the corner. Wait until you hit 65. And I tell you, that Prince Charming is just gonna drop from the sky. Because it's what happens. You see, it's how life works. Prince Charming, that man who is extremely attractive, 6-digit salary, 6 feet tall, dark skin, blue eyes, extremely jacked. You deserve him. That's how life works. You reach a certain age. It's like in a game, you know. When you reach level 80, you get a magical item, an epic item or something. Yeah, that's how life works. You just have to reach a certain age and he's going to drop from the sky. He's going to be delivered to you. You know? Now, it's not what's going to happen, gentlemen. The wall, he has hit the wall extremely hard. And as we have seen multiple times, the only thing that happens in these scenarios is they pass away alone, drinking boxed wine with 4 cats. And not even their children show around when they grow of age. This is what happens. This is what always happens. And I wish this woman would know. I wish these women would understand it and start to make better choices. Instead of being in their house. I mean, guys, you can even see the boxed wine right there in the glass. Like, I'm not even making this stuff up, man. It's always the same scenario. We only have to see the cat.
Because it's just been a bad Monday. Just, that's all it's been. And it's not even been a terrible Monday. It really hasn't. You know, in the list of things that could go wrong, not all of them have. 1 or 2 minors that I have also managed to get sorted out before the close of business today. So it's not like anyone died or there was a world disaster. You know, we didn't have another pandemic fall upon us. None of the big things happened. Just the little things happened today. And the little things are the things that sent me over the fucking edge, which is why I have wine on a Monday.
You know what's a world disaster, gentlemen? The epidemic of single mothers we have. The epidemic of women who don't know their stuff, don't understand dating, don't even get to think about what men would possibly want. When you see this woman, and on her table, like, imagine this is a spreadsheet, she has what I can offer, and it's blank. There's nothing. And what I deserve, you see, or you have to pay all my bills, you have to take care of my child, have to take on my responsibilities, you have to take on a middle-aged woman that has nothing to offer and is probably not even fertile anymore. You want to have kids that are not from someone else, you know, from some other guy. Like, on the list of demands, you will see rows upon rows. You will see 36 demands that if you... There was a calculator, right, on Google that told you what percentage of men in the USA fulfill her needs. She already wants the 6-digit salary, so you can imagine that less than 1% of men fulfill all her desires. She wants all of that, yet she has nothing to offer. Like, as a man, this woman expects the top 1% of men, but she is of the 90% of women, right? She is of the 90% of women that are under your expectations. Like, if you randomly select 90% of women in the USA, just at a random, you will select a better woman than this. You know, she's top 10 worst woman in the USA or Britain. I don't know her accent, right? Just, she's an extremely below average woman, yet she expects Prince Charming. It is just not going to happen, man. And it goes for men as well. If you're overweight, you have a beer belly, you have an average job, you're not going to be pulling a supermodel, right? But these women somehow think that they deserve it. Well, you can go to hell.
The end.
Do you know what is brutal dating in 2023? Surely 2024's got to be better, right? Because 2023 dating has been like the most brutal year of it yet. Like, everyone is damaged. Everyone is damaged goods that you come across. And people don't seem to care about who they hurt. Like, I don't know how much more of it I can take. I think I'm just going to give in now at this point, because this week I got hurt yet again, and it makes me spiral when I get hurt. Like dating rejection, like obviously we come across rejection in like every single day of our lives, but dating rejection is so personal. I think it hurts a little bit more. I decided to give dating a go in a different way. So obviously I've done the apps, I've done Tinder, I've done Hinge, like I'm just getting nowhere on them. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to join a Facebook group. So I joined a group. It's called Dating for Single Parents UK or something along.
Again, guys, single parents. Like, we have another case of a single mother, up in age, probably not 40 yet. She's being passed around on the dating apps. She's being disrespected because she allows to be disrespected, right? The moment when you decide to get on a dating app and you decide to go with that guy who has all the red flags and you decide to spread your legs, you're not a victim. You chose that upon yourself. So we have another woman who is just a bag of ruins, expecting that Prince Charming to show up. And it's just not gonna happen. And dating, guys, she mentioned, oh, I hope in 2024 it's gonna be better. Absolutely not. It's getting worse and worse by the year, even by the month. It's not gonna get better. If there's someone out there who thinks that we will move along through all of this, we'll get better, no, it's not going to happen. Dating was ruined. It's been on a decline, right? But it's been absolutely ruined and absolutely trashed the moment internet showed around and all these dating apps were created, because it gave women more options than they ever deserved. And it makes this attitude of being extremely entitled, of thinking that you deserve the top 10% of men while being an extremely below average woman. It's over, guys. There's no fixing it. I mean, I don't say that marriage is over. You can still try to go for a decent woman outside of dating. Some men do. But dating in general, men in general, on average, won't get to find the love of their life like they used to before. Right? Your grandparents did that. It's over. Never again.
Them lines. And like, it's a lovely group and it's full of lovely people. But this week, I have learnt that I am only going to use it to make friends.
Oh yeah, and you know you've hit rock bottom when you go to Facebook to date. that comes along with the pack of boxed wine and having 7 cats. That's like the single mother advanced pack you get when you fail at life.
Because I started speaking to a guy, fully leading me on. We had a date booked, muggins over here, paid and booked. And then I kept seeing, like, I knew that another girl had contacted him from the group, and he was like, yeah, I've just replied politely. And then it turned out she was posting, oh, I've got a date this week, I'm going for coffee with a member, and I knew it was about him. And in the end I just said to him, like, well, this is really awkward. And he was like, yeah, well, yeah, I'm going to go out with her and I like her more than you, and basically I like cancelled the date. And I was like, well, why did you let me book the date? If he was like, because I get more friendship vibes, which is fine, it's fine, like that happens, but how can you know until you go on a date with someone? And yeah, so then he was like, well, I was still wanted to go on the date with you because I wanted to have a fun night. And I thought, well, that's just leading me on, wasting my time, because he fully led me on as well. And it was all like, he was like, oh, I'm so excited to see you, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to give you a hug the second I see you. Like, really, really heavy flirting. And obviously I was going to think that it was going somewhere from, like, what he was saying. But yeah, that's not happening. And it just made me spiral, and it was brutal. And now, because of, like, how we met, they are obviously both still in the same group as me. So I'm still having to watch them plan their date and stuff.
Oh wow, now that's the definition of third wheel, if you ask me. These women, guys, what it shows, the stories they tell, that they're going for the men who have options. Let me tell you, let me assure you, like 90% of men on dating apps, they don't have options, right? They expose themselves every time they tell the full story, because it just shows they go for the men who are way better than them, out of their league, who can just dismiss one woman and get with another, right? Most guys don't have this chance. Like, most guys on dating, they're happy to get one date. They're happy if one woman doesn't ghost them or just date them for the free meal. Most men will be happy with that. So what you have to know watching these videos is that this man is not just some bad man out there that decided to play with her emotions. No, this is one of the this is a substract of men that are small proportion out of all the guys in the dating apps, and that's what they do. They have options, they are attractive in most of the cases, or they are rich, or they are extremely good looking, good genetics, etc. And they have the chance to date multiple women. They have the chance to say no to one woman and go with another, right? This is not all men. This is not most men even. This is not half men. No. This is an extremely small proportion of men. And the simple answer is, don't go for them, alright? Don't go the man who is clearly out of your league, who will never want to do anything with you other than smash you, and that is if he has no better options, right? Just don't go for them. That's the answer. But these women, guys, as we all know, they dismiss 90% of the guys to try their chances with the 10%. That's what they do. And then they whine that, oh, he led me on. Meanwhile, they are leading on like 10 men for everyone that plays with them. You know what I mean? But now let's end this TikTok.
But yeah, if anyone wants to come to darts on Thursday with me, I have a lane booked. No one to go with. Yeah, I think I'm just too pure-hearted and just see the good in everyone way too much. And like in this situation, I was so scared about the other girl getting hurt once I found out that like he was talking to someone else, because I thought it was going so well with me and him from everything he was saying, and he was telling me he was just speaking to her politely. I kept thinking in my head, like, oh, this poor girl is going to get hurt, like I feel so sorry for her, but actually I should have been worried about myself, but I don't think she knows I even exist. So yeah, that's my story of the week.
Oh, she was not worried about the other girl getting played. She wished she was on her spot. She just wished she could get played by Chad, because this is what they want. They are willing to trade their time, their dignity, their honor, whatever you want to call it, just for that bit of attention from a man who is unavailable. And that's what they do, right? That's what they perpetually do, time and time again. Dismissing all the good guys, going for the ones who are unavailable, that bit of attention for that one night stand. And then they go to complain on TikTok just to ease their conscience, because they know they're doing the wrong thing. Guys, thank you for watching. Leave me your comments down below, and I'll be happy to see you next time. Have a good one.